As previously reported, the Owl House Season 1 will continue on July 11th. As a part of Disney Channel's new Saturday night block for animation, featuring new episodes of Big City Greens, Season 2 of Amphibia, and the remaining 9 episodes of Owl House Season 1. Who knows how far behind Season 2 is? And the best part, they're airing on a weekly basis! I truly think this summer we'll see growth for all 3 of these series, but as Amphibia and the Owl House are story-driven, I definitely expect their fanbase and engagement to grow. Big City Greens is already kind of huge. I feel like a lot of people, especially its target demographic, are able to recognize the characters on the spot, whereas with the Owl House and Amphibia, they may not be there quite yet. At best, they may just recognize what shows they are from, or what network they hail from. And I'm not referring to those who keep up with animation in particular, I just mean a very casual audience of viewers. Anyways, what prompted me to make this video wasn't the confirmation of the Owl House returning, but the promotional art that Dana Terrace attached alongside it. Art that does not inspire too much confidence in relation to Eda overcoming her curse. Oh, and Owl House spoilers, of course. For anyone who needs a quick refresh, Eda the Owl Lady has earned that title because quite a while before the events of the series, she was cursed by a mysterious figure, one she either couldn't recognize or remember. This curse forces Eda to transform into a giant owl-like beast, hell-bent on destruction, and in this state, Eda currently can't be reasoned with. She's not conscious of most of her decisions, although some of her quirks still shine through, as her inclination towards pretty shiny objects was utilized to neutralize her in the curse's debut episode, The Intruder. To keep the curse at bay, Eda needs an elixir. However, the storyline around this curse has begun to progress far sooner than I believe anyone could have expected. Not only has his were-owl-like state returned numerous times, but in the mid-season finale, Escape from the Palisman, not only does Eda partially transform, one eye remaining intact from the curse's effects, but for the first time, an elixir fails to work as the cure, King having to get through to Eda rather than resorting to medicine. I thought this was odd. Where are they going to go with the curse? This seems to be a prominent part of Eda's character, but they can't just do the same back and forth, oh, Eda, you have to resist forever. And the show knows that. It's about what the show and the team behind it knows that we don't. The Owl House has very obvious anime influences behind it, and that caused me to realize something. Although this is a complete hypothetical, with only the most recently released episode supporting it, I realized dealing with a curse or demon typically results in not just one soul transformation, but at least 2 transformations. For example, look at Naruto. He has Kurama, the 9-tailed fox sealed inside of him, and at first this initially results in one out-of-control transformation. But as the series progresses, and he's actually able to work with Kurama, does his transformation and appearance evolve into QB mode? What if something similar happens with Eda? With the promotional art making it clear that we will deal with Eda's curse as a significant focus of the season, I think Escape from the Palisman was just the beginning of where Eda will end up. That this partial transformation will persist, likely going on and off from the full-on transformation, but eventually, Eda will get a stronger grip on it, resulting in an in-between transformation. One that sports some prominent features of her owl curse, but she's still relatively the same size, she's still conscious of her decisions, and she's still able to speak complete sentences. But to boot, she'd also be able to use her magic. Eda essentially taking this curse and, instead of getting rid of it, using it to her advantage. A full-on badass anime transformation. I'm sure there would be a cost. Like every time she used this form, there was a greater chance that she would not be able to turn back. Or something as simple as it could use up all of her magic, all of her energy, and she would need some serious time to recharge. Beyond that, we have some additional episode titles, which further complicates the big sentence that every episode title is slowly spelling out. For those who are unaware, the first letter of every episode title of the Owl House Season 1 is creating some sort of sentence. Thus far being, a witch loses a. The last 2 letters coming from the episode title Sense and Sensitivity and Adventure in the Elements. But these initial episode titles include The First Day, Really Small Problems, and Understanding Willow, which, really excited for a Willow episode, and I'm hoping Really Small Problems, going off the episode title, educates us further on the magic system in the Boiling Isles. I'm assuming this would be a size manipulation spell. But this big sentence now spells out, a witch loses a TRU. Considering there are only 4 other episodes left in the season that we are unaware of, this would have to be spelling out a 7-letter word that begins with T, leading me to suspect it could spell out a witch loses a trustee, which is vague enough to refer to Eda somehow losing Luce. Maybe she shows potential with the Emperor's Coven. Maybe Luce is the witch, indicating that by the end of season 1 she would be considered a full-fledged witch, and she could lose Eda, Willow, Gus, Amity. Or it's a different word entirely. For all we know, it could be a made-up word relating to the show's lore. However, another suggestion that I really dig is that this could be spelling out a location, and that it's not a witch loses a T whatever, but a witch loses at blank. Whatever this location, starting with an R and a U, and remaining 4 characters. Personally, I'm currently drawing a blank at any location, but if you have any ideas, let us know in the comments below. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? Where do you think Eda's curse is going to end up in relation to the Owl House? Are you excited for the rest of season 1? Where do you see things ending up? Oh, and one more thing. In the promotional art for this title card, the background art used for the promotional of these episode titles appears to be a giant castle, which many fans are already speculating to be the location of Emperor Belos. Which, we do see the symbol of the Emperor's Coven, so I think either the castle itself or a location relating to Belos and the Coven are a very likely bet. That being said, drop your thoughts in the comments below or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at AltricVox. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to JANKYBONES for creating an awesome thumbnail. For more of their amazing art, you can find them on Tumblr at JANKYBONES, Twitter and Instagram at BoneJanky, and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please sort of like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. AltricVox, signing out.